Hello, my friends. Today I'm here to rip 2025-26 Topps flagship NBA basketball cards. Got two different formats of retail, hanger boxes and fat packs. These are about $13 for a hanger box. These are about $7 for a fat pack. 36 cards in a fat pack, 59 cards in a hanger box. I'm going to plug these numbers into the spreadsheet. I'm going to figure out if it's a good format, each one of these, if they're good to open, if there's any kind of value, how many dollars do you have to spend per parallel. If you're all ready, then I'm ready. Let's go! I didn't have time to color coat these columns for the fat pack, but it is the cheapest dollar per card. So that's one thing. Fat pack is the best when it comes to that. Hanger boxes, there's a lot of red here. So it is probably the worst dollar per hollow foil parallel and its variations. The fat pack appears to be somewhere in the middle. Like, it's not a horrible value. It's not a great value. But if you're looking for the best dollar per card, this is the best way to go. And if you're looking for the best way to pull a team color border, it's out of a fat pack. So that's one bonus, about $1,200 to pull one. So it's by far the cheapest way to pull a team color border. All right, I say we start with the fatties. Hanger boxes, while, you know, technically they're not that good when it comes to like dollar per parallel and whatnot, they're going to be okay. Hangers are always fun to open. And I've heard reports that there's a lot of, inserts that come out of there. And you also get the Diamante parallels, which are very cool. The Diamantes are probably the best like retail exclusive parallel. We'll get to that. First, we're going to start out with a fatty. So since it's the best dollar per card, I think, you know, you're just kind of chasing flag. You're chasing just the rookie cards. See how many rookies we get. Do you even get any until you get to... It might be the rookies come in the back. I'm not sure. Let's see what we got. Lots of inserts. Jeremiah Fears, Generation Now. Seraph. 8-Bit Ballers. So that's 3 parallels. We got a rookie. Larry Bird. Some old timers. Rookies come in the back, it looks like. Someone tried to tell me you get 5 inserts per fat pack. I didn't believe them when they told me, but now I see it looks like 3. I'm not really chasing a bunch of these common inserts. That's not my bag. But I think look at this collation. Boom, back to back. Larson's. I think for a kid, it would be good. You know, you get a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards to look for the cheapest price. So this would be a good format for a kid, someone on a budget. We got 3 inserts. Once again, 8-Bit Ballers, Nipple Generation Now. That's a good card. Siakam, Power Players. And then the vets and rookies in the back. That's what it looks like. Yang. Where are my Yang boys? Jeremiah Fears. Yep. So the middle of the pack and the back and the middle, that's a good pick. Trey Johnson, number 6 overall pick. All in all, I mean, it's pretty much exactly what I thought it was. If you're looking for just some kind of, you know, if you're trying to put sets together and even insert sets, I think this is your way to go. I picked these up at GameStop. They had a bunch in stock. They were all set up behind the counter. And they allowed 5 per purchase. So I got 5 of each. What do we have here? A couple of parallels? No, we got a 1980 insert, but this is the first parallel. And it's just a rainbow foil. So not a whole lot going on there. But here come the inserts. Ace Bailey, 8-bit. And the rookies. If you're a serious collector, probably avoid the fat pack. Unless you're just, you know, at GameStop or whatever, or wherever sells these. I went to Walmart. They didn't have any. They had no 2025 NBA, 25-26 NBA. They had all kinds of 2024 unlicensed Panini crap, but they didn't have any of this. And there were empty spots, so it sold out. Clutch City. Oh, we got Colin Murray Boyles, 2 different inserts. Thank you. Oh, 3. All 3. It's very strange how that happens. And we got the Cooper. Well, it all is not lost. It's a good hit. Hook me up with a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want access to these spreadsheets that I make sure you subscribe to my Patreon group. It's a way to support the channel. Helps cover some of the time. It's very time consuming and expensive to open up a lot of products and share the info, share the knowledge. And as a benefit to joining the Patreon group, Slammer tier, you get notified when I post breaks. You can buy into breaks. You can direct message me, DM me with any questions you might have about the hobby. All right. And you have access to those spreadsheets. They're available in the collections tab. Well, we got Cooper, so it's not a bust. Sar Thompson. Rainbow foil. Yeah, dude is good, man. He's like a glue piece that a good championship kind of team needs. Mellow. I don't know. Yeah, I can't recommend this format. So far, of the retail, you know, I've opened blasters, fat packs. Here come the hanger boxes. There is a format that outshines all of them by a long shot, and it's the Fanatics box. It's like 4 times better than any other format from a hit standpoint. The amount of hits you get, like good hits, autographs, parallels. Got a link down in the description of the video. Buy them up while they last. There's exclusive parallels out of the Fanatics boxes too that you can only get through that format. And there's memorabilia redemptions, autographed memorabilia redemptions that you can only get in the Fanatics box, and they're limited, so. Link in the description of the video and in the video, product link. So here we are, we're at hanger boxes. Pretty juicy. That's a thick amount of cards you get. But once again, the $1 per parallel, which I'm very concerned with how many parallels you get for the buck. That's my bag. And autographs. Usually, you get 2 Jaden Ivies in this. Usually, you don't get autographs out of retail at a good clip. However, there are some exceptions here with this product. Boom! Another rainbow foil. So we've gotten 3 rainbow foils out of this. Trey Johnson, good one. Put him over there with Kneppel. Power players. Dylan Harper, number 2 pick. Good card pile. Lots and lots of inserts. Okay, so the hanger box, and we got something going on here too. There's the Diamantes. I told you they look cool. Yes, they do. Man, they look awesome. I love the Diamante parallel. You can get different numbered versions of these as well out of this format. They're really tough to come by though. For example, 1 in 10 for the pink Diamante, which is unnumbered, but then you can get the gold, and that's 1 in 57. So if you do get a parallel, you know, count your blessings, because they're pretty tough. Just pull out the rookies. Looks like the back of the pack has the rookies and the Hall of Famers. Pretty decent. This is looking like, I mean, it is so a little less than twice as much. You are getting better inserts. So I guess if you're chasing insert sets, this would be the way to go. If you're chasing base sets, it's going to be Fat Pack. Hobby and Jumbo have gotten super expensive, so those are kind of the luxury boxes to open. And there are some really nice things out of the silver packs. It's the only place you can get silver packs. All right, here we go. The middle of the pack, pretty juicy middle. I mean, look at all this. See what we got. All right, a couple more Diamantes. Here's all the inserts. Malawach, it's a good one. Larry Bird, 8-Bit Ballers. Kneppel. So we're getting some decent, man, this is a Kneppel box. Another 8-Bit. Clarkson, dude, the rainbow foils. Fortunately, you're going to get a lot of that in these formats. But there are secrets to each format. That's why man, there are a ton of rookies in here too. I'm impressed with the amount of rookies you get. out of the hanger box relative to the fat packs and relative to even the value boxes. So that's something that the numbers, that's why I like to open these products also. Like I put the numbers in the spreadsheet. Okay. We can find some things out, but you actually have to open it because it doesn't say in those numbers how many rookies you get or how many inserts you get necessarily. I don't put the inserts in the spreadsheet. But if that's your bag, if you like chasing the common inserts, the easy to pull ones, and like I said, it appears you're getting a lot of rookies for the buck here. Seems like you should get about the whole checklist with, I don't know, what 60? I forget how many cards are on a set, probably 300. So 5 hanger boxes roughly. You should get about a complete set. GG. Well, that includes parallels and inserts too. 8-bit ballers. There's Yang, Generation Now, VC, Malawatch Power Players, Newell, and here's the parallels. Healed. Well, there's the first rookie Diamante. I gotta admit, that's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, parallel out of all of them. And here come the rookies. So I would think we would get a flag out of this whole deal. Another one. Dylan Harper. Okay, we got 2 left. I bet you we get a flag. I'm already stacking them up. Stacking up the flags. Dylan Harper's starting to show out a little bit too. He's coming off the bench right now, but he looks good. High end. There's a lot of high end potential rookies in here in this year's class. There's Cade. Cade's got a new hairdo. Been watching a lot of Pistons. A lot of NBA in general. Okay, the first numbered card of the day. Miles McBride to 250. That's a purple holofoil. I guess we'll top load him. I guess. Anything else? It's a good one. Yegor, McNeely, and Clay. Clutch City Trey Johnson, decent. Fears and the parallels. Another rookie. Couple of rookies. Colby Jones. Come on. There he is. I knew we'd get one. I just knew it. It seems like all the Coopers I've been pulling have been like really good quality. That's another plus. Now, I didn't put it with my Grade Master. I didn't put it up against the Grade Master to see if it's centered, but I find this design kind of tricky to figure out centering. My eye goes to different places. Not like a true border. All right, the last one. How's it been? It's been all right. We haven't gotten any tough inserts. Haven't gotten any tough parallels. It's pretty much what I expected. Both of these formats, you know, if you're on a budget and you just want to open up a pack, not going to blame you for doing it, but there are better ways to go, like the Fanatics box and the Mega box. Unfortunately, both of those formats are not out yet, but you see the game they play. Put out the cheap formats first and the expensive ones. Get you to spend your money on the expensive hobby formats, trickle out the cheaper formats for the public that are okay, and then you put out the good ones, the Fanatics box and the Mega box. Those are the best formats. Fanatics box is even better than the Mega. We did get a pink. Pink looks good. 1 in 10 packs for the pink Diamante. Soft sleeve it for now. Power players. Got Ace Bailey. Larry Bird, 8-bit. And so that's an addition. I didn't know that was going to be an additional Diamante. That's cool. I'm glad they give you your 2 guaranteed base Diamantes. and then throw the additional one in there. And here come the rookies. A lot of Shaq. I'm seeing a lot of Shaq. And a lot of rookies. So all in all, I mean, we've talked about it throughout the whole video. What is the hanger box and fat pack good for? They're good for a lot of base cards for the buck. The hanger boxes are good for pulling rookies and inserts. The Diamante parallels are awesome. I imagine that the Diamante flag is going to be a super collectible card. We didn't get any VJ Edgecomb out of there that I noticed, but he is a superstar in the making. A lot of usage for that kid, and do not sleep on him. But we got 2 flags, 1 numbered card. It was about $100 for all this stuff out the door. I wouldn't really recommend either format unless you're just kind of bored or you don't really care about the bang for your buck or the dollar per parallel. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.